part of the show, but we had to do things that way.
Right.
I think we're going to probably do some things that way, but for the most part, I hope that things are... They're not going to be totally in order, I'll tell you that. But there is going to be some, I guess, fluidity to how it happens. You'll be able to follow it a little bit better. But sometimes... in this season, like, if we're bringing somebody in or flying somebody in, we'll probably try to knock out some of their stuff all in a weekend.
Right.
You know, that's some of the, you know, I know we talk about, like,
Cost-wise.
cost and stuff like that. Yeah. It's way cheaper to bring somebody in, knock their stuff out, and, you know, not have to keep flying them back every time.
Yeah.
So we'll try to accomplish what we can.
So I heard Jeremiah, I heard you mention Jeremiah earlier, saying he's back then. He's back.
You'll see him on Friday.
Beautiful.
No spoilers, but yeah.
During season 1, did you guys ever have talks of bringing in El Hijo de Pero Ayo?
We had talked about it. One of the things that we wanted to do, well, there was, okay. So in season 1, there were some ideas of people that were originally, like, I don't know if they were promised or what the thing was. So people, the thought kind of became like, we're introducing this show to a new audience in America too, and stuff like that. That the feeling was like they should be authentic luchadors that are coming, and people with masks. That was the original directive, was to have 5 masked luchadors from Mexico to come into this promotion, and we even did a little angle. It never really totally played out. It did in the first episode a little bit, where we did this thing at Triple Mania, and Dario bought these contracts, and like that was kind of supposed to be how it thing. And the show kind of evolved a little bit from there. But we thought that it was important to have a female, a legend, a heel, and 2 really cool looking technical baby faces. And that's how it was like Drago. Phoenix was always, I think, somebody, but like Drago. And to also fill the roles of the characters that were kind of the universe characters, like the Puma, the Mill, the Mariposa, the Cobra Moon. Like we knew the Cobra Moon character in season 1. We just didn't fill the role until we found the right person for it.
How big of a role is Cobra Moon going to have this season?
Massive. I think she'll have a very important
Will we
role.
see her a little more in the ring this season?
100%. Which will be awesome. And, you know, she's just evolved as a performer. And I something I've always felt is like, from the first time that I ever saw her wrestle, was like, I just feel like she has, like, the it factor. And there's just something there. And she's a great performer. So, yeah, you'll see a lot of the reptiles. They're very important.
Any other questions from our audience?
Can we time travel to Friday? Can Aerostar do something about that?
Hey, we probably could, but you know, you might. It's going to be a lot.
So in this promotion, that's something that's unique to versus the other shows is that the roles of the referees are a little bit more there. They're more characters than in all the other shows. So it seems like there's a lot more emphasis. Also, a little bit more, not maybe by design, but it just how it evolved. That there's, you know, people feel or connected with the referees as well.
Yeah.
Than the other ones. You know,
I think people like the referees. I don't know. For me, too, as a fan, I've always liked to like connect and know who the referee is. Like, I think that's cool. It's like, you know, it's Nick Patrick, or you know it's Mike Chioda, or you know it's Mario Elias, who, by the way, is doing a Q&A tomorrow here at the Wrestling Guy Store. Yeah. And he'll probably be able to give a little bit more insight in that. But, you know, we even let those guys have a ton of input. And not to mention, they're heavily involved in everything, especially at those tapings. Those guys are reffing a lot. Like, man, I don't know how they do it. But plus they have, you know, somebody yelling in their ear occasionally. I don't know who would ever do that.
Exactly, yeah.
I've heard. Yeah. It's like the owner of the Wrestling Guy Store. He's kind of mean.
I know you don't want to get into this topic, but what do you think about the whole Jim Cornette giving his feedback on what happened with Sexy's Star and making her champion?
I mean, I don't really care about that, what Jim Cornette has to say, to be honest with you. You know,
He's Lucha Underground's number one pick.
Yeah, he's getting buzz, and it's good for him. He shouts off about everything, so you know he can call me every name in the book. I don't really give a crap. I mean, okay, he's Jim Cornette. It's like, sorry, but I think that wrestling's evolved, and I don't think Lucha Underground is wrestling from, you know, Tennessee or Kentucky or wherever the hell he's from. I don't think it is. I think it's a modern take on things, and I don't know. I think if you look at trends in movies and entertainment, it's like female characters are awesome, and I think that they're a big draw, regardless what anybody needs to say. And I think, like, I don't know, they're making a Black Widow movie, and I'm probably really excited to see something like that. And I think even going back to Robert too, it's like his movies always feature. And his shows like feature these strong, badass female characters. I just don't think it's like to be like, I don't know. We want to do something different. And I don't think different is the wrong thing. And he can say everything about us he wants to. But hey, you know what? I have a job. So
Yeah, exactly.
And so do a bunch of other people.
Who's the funnest character to write for? That you just can't wait to?
Dario. He's fun. It's a lot of fun to write for him. It's a lot of fun to write. I love to write for this Cobra Moon, Pentagon. I mean, they're all fun.
Yeah.
They're all an extension of us. They're an extension of people, an extension of the real people. I mean, like, it's even fun to see somebody take the words you put and expand upon them, like Jack Evans. You know, they're all fun. They're really Mil Muertes is so much fun. And so is
There's
Katrina.
always one that's fun to work with, but who is the headache to work with?
You guys supposed to ask that question.
That was he made the boo boo. He said, "Any question was."
Famous B is just unbearable. I mean, everywhere you go, it's just business card. Like, come on, dude. We're trying to rehearse. Like, come on, man, call me. So, yeah, I keep kicking him. Okay. Man, he is really difficult and really, really into himself. The guy has a suit with his picture on it.
Poor Famous B. Give me a call. No, I'll call you. What is it? 423 get fame.
That's 423 get fame.
423 get fame.
423
get fame.
Yeah.
Every time he comes to the merch table, I have like 10 cards. Like, I have yet to call, but I'll call soon. Did you ever think the Dario character would be as over as he got, or as is?
Well, I mean, I think we thought the character would be cool and different. But you know, we caught a lot of shit when we first had when people were like, "There's a heel authority figure." Duh, nobody's done it. But he's just so different and so complicated and complex. And like,
he's the heel character. I mean, yeah, there's always heel characters in wrestling, but this one is the one you love to hate.
Yeah, he's amazing.
Yeah.
And I think it's really, you know, the testament to the reformer. I mean, we auditioned a lot of people for the role. And, you know, there was a point where people weren't even sure if he should be it. But I think, like, hey, Eric, Chris, like, everybody there was like, when we saw Luis, every time he came back, it was like, man, he's good. He just keeps getting better and better. And I think he has fun with, and yeah, that's a fun character to write for. But who knows what happened to him? So we'll have to find out.
Especially Twitter went crazy, wasn't he? In a Super Bowl commercial last year, and Twitter went like all nuts. Look, Dario was on the AT&T commercial.
I mean, he's everywhere. He was on that. He was on
He just did something not too long.
Telenovela show. He's been on a bunch of different things. He's a busy actor.
That's how you know.
That's a good thing. You know when you got somebody good.
That's how you know you got somebody good. And
you
that's
get a
how
Super
you know.
Bowl commercial. You're doing okay.
And you know he's playing the character well because they don't even call him by name. They just say Dario. I don't even know what his actual name is. Do you have a question?
Can we talk about Prince Puma for a minute?
Sure.
First, I just want to say, you know, when I came to those first tapings in October of 2014, I pretty much stopped watching wrestling for a good 7 or 8 years. A buddy and I had been talking about going to some indie shows, and I found out about Lucha through SoCal Uncensored. So, first off, I couldn't believe the level of athleticism how much it had leapt in 7 or 8 years. And the guys that did it for me, it was Aerostar, it was Phoenix, and it was Puma. I could not believe this guy. And for 3 seasons, I don't think I ever saw this guy make a mistake. As clean as, and the one guy that I can compare to him is AR.
Yeah.
Dante is like, man, he doesn't miss anything either. That last match at Ultima Lucha 3, I just, you know, I'm a huge Mundo fan. You know, I got my Worldwide Underground sweatshirt that I made on. I cheered for Puma that whole match. I did not want to see him go. I was so sad to see him go. And then when I saw Pentagon over there off on the side, just waiting to come in, I'm like, fuck. I know what he's going to do. And sure enough, and I love the way you guys played it at the end with him walking out and taking off the mask and just kind of almost seemed like he was walking away in shame. I obviously wish him the best in what he's doing. I was so sad to see him leave. But for me, one of the, you know, I've been a wrestling fan since like 1974, since I was 10 years old. One of the most amazing things I've ever seen happen was when that was all said and done, and he came back out to the ring, and everybody encircled that ring and started smacking that mat and having Puma come out. That's what I love about wrestling, is when, you know, all that shit about it being fake, those moments where it's like so real, and to see everybody give their respects to that guy, because I'm telling you, was there ever a bad Puma match? I mean, every match Puma was ever in. All of his stuff with Muertes, all of his stuff with Mundo. He had a match with PJ Black last year in the 3rd season that it still looked amazing after they cut it. But I remember being in the temple going, God, this is probably one of the 5 best matches there's ever been in this place. They were amazing together. I guess I'm just looking to spell my love for Puma. Maybe I got a man crush on Puma.
I have a definite man crush on Prince
But
Puma.
I have it on Mundo.
I will say, like, I mean, I think Puma and Johnny, I mean, they built the temple, and I think Puma especially, and I think that he made Lucha Underground. I mean, he's the first champion. He was our, I guess, you know, our Hulk Hogan, let's say, and it was sad to see him go, and it was awesome at the same time. You know, I think he's going to do great. I'm happy for him. We would welcome him back anytime. It's not. I don't think that there's any hard feelings,
right?
Despite, you know, I think things that were said and things like that. I think there's a lot of entertainment value in a lot of that stuff. But I think that we couldn't. Lucha Underground wouldn't be Lucha Underground without Prince Puma, Ricochet, for those out there, and I hope. It'll be sad to miss him, but we're hoping that that the new people will rise to that place on the roster and to be able to connect. I think the way that he connected with the audience.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want to put any spoilers out there either. But I mean, there's not any consideration putting somebody else under that, is there?
What?
Under that hood?
Under his hood?
Yeah.
No.
I heard that somewhere about a week ago, and I thought, oh my god.
On the first episode.
We need fake Razor and fake Diesel again?
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, before we go on, I just want to say I said a man crush on Mundo, but I love PJ Black. There you go.
Oh.
There you go. PJ and me, best friend. So I don't want him to, you know, hate me for saying I have a man crush on Mundo. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Leave me alone, okay?
Can I get one more before we
go? Go ahead.
Your 2 bigger events, Aztec Warfare and Lucha Underground. What are we expecting from these 2?
What, the 2 biggest events? What, Aztec Warfare and Ultima Lucha?
Yeah, like is it
They'll
just
both. You'll see them this season.
same, but
They'll be
even
back.
more over the top because it seems like every year it's like.
I mean, we're going to try.
It's like, how can you top this? It's like, how
Remember the
can you
meat,
top this? How
the
can
meat
you top it?
hook?
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to try, and I think everybody's trying to top themselves every time they go out there.
Especially during, if you see when you go on Twitter and then for that Aztec warfare. It's all over the place. It's like